What up? Josh Carter here with Forge Wellness, North Carolina, located in beautiful Mint Hill, and I'm making this video today for a good buddy of mine who's dealing with some tendonitis pain in his elbow, lateral epicondylitis, I believe is the technical term, but I'm not a doctor of physical therapy. I'm just a certified personal trainer, ACE certified, so the best. But forgive me if I don't have the medical name right. Elbow tendonitis. Tennis elbow. So what I'm going to start with to help with that and help speed up the recovery is I'm going to use a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball, a golf ball. One of my favorites is I like to take a Dixie cup and fill it up with water and freeze it and then tear the bottom off and actually use that. But what we're going to do is we're going to feel in between these two bones, the radius and the ulna. And you're going to feel for that kind of squishy muscle. And you're going to come all the way up to the top of your elbow in between the two. And then you can even use your fingers to do this. But what you're going to do is you're going to apply some tension with whatever apparatus you're using. And you start to make little circular motions and massage that muscle. The amount of tension that I'm applying is not a lot. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most pressure, 1 being the least amount, I'm probably at about like a 3.5 at most. And I'm just gonna work from the top of my elbow here all the way down to the bottom of my wrist. What that's doing is it's helping to release the fascia. Fascia is like this sausage-like casing that surrounds the muscle fibers. So it's gonna help to release that so that you can get kind of a deeper stretch. It's also gonna increase blood flow to that region. Now, speaking of increasing blood flow, we've got to add some exercises to do that or it's kind of pointless. The exercise, you think of Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about the pump. We're going to pump that muscle up with blood and that's going to help it to recover. So you're going to need a can of green beans, Granny's Good Green Beans. You can rest your elbow on your knee like I'm doing. You can hold it up like this, whatever's more comfortable. But we're going to start by just going up and down like that. I'm squeezing at the top when I'm up here, and that's pumping that up with blood. You don't even have to use the can of green beans. I like it better. But just like that works as well. Another one that we're going to do is we're going to rotate our wrist over, back and forth. Pumping it up with blood. Again, you don't have to have it resting on anything. You can be doing that, but I'm kind of lazy by nature. So I'm just gonna rest like that and continue to do it. The last thing that you'll wanna do after kind of pumping that up with some blood, and I'd say with those, 10 to 15 reps once or twice a day. You don't need to go overboard with it. It's not like you're not trying to make the muscle grow. You're just trying to pump it full of blood to help it recover. After that, you want to stretch. One of my favorite stretches, you're going to take your hand. I'm holding my thumb with it as well. And I'm going to pull back like this with my arm straight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my arm up. In tattooing, they call this space, the front side of your elbow pit, they call it your ditch. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate your ditch up like you're trying to show the ceiling, that part of your body. And you should start to feel a good stretch right down the outside right there. Very gentle. We'll hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds. And then release, shake it out, let that blood come up. And then we're going to go the opposite way. I'm going to pull my thumb back as well, like that with my hand. Rotate my ditch up towards the ceiling, which is hard to see from that one angle. But it's not like this, it's like this. And I'm gonna start to feel a good stretch through there. The first 48 hours you're dealing with a tendonitis flare-up, I wouldn't do any of this. I'd give it some time to rest. Legally, I can't tell you to take any of this. This isn't medical advice, but I'm gonna tell you that if I was dealing with a tendonitis flare-up, I'm gonna take NSAIDs and I'm gonna put some ice on it just to keep the inflammation down. After that 48-hour period, I might alternate between ice and heat depending on which one feels better. Heat is actually going to stimulate blood flow, which is a good thing. But otherwise, that first 48 hours, give it time to rest. Don't overdo it. And you don't want to overdo it with these stretches and exercises. With the exercises, 10 to 15 reps, 20 if you're just not feeling it, and you feel like you need to pump a little more blood in there. Maybe once or twice a day. You can use that self-massage technique once a day. I wouldn't go overboard with that, and the stretching can be done multiple times as needed. But again, don't go overboard. You really want to kind of leave it alone. Just give it time to repair and rest. I hope that helps. Take care. Make sure to check out Forge Wellness NC on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and any other social media platform. And check out Limitless Muscle Apparel because they are the comfortablest clothes you'll ever wear. Deuces.